What's up, guys? This is Med Talk. I'm here with Dr.
Ledbetter.
Dr.
Humphrey.
And today we're talking about a disease that I can't pronounce, so will you pronounce it for me?
It is pronounced Pseudomonas.
And this disease is a nasty, nasty green bean infection. Alright, you want to go into detail here, guys? So, you found anything?
I've been DDoSed.
How about you, Humphrey?
Yeah, I can tell.
Alright, lay it out for us.
So basically, Pseudomonas, like a lot of infections, it's a bacterial infection. It can be an infection of the blood or the lungs, and it affects like 32,600 people a year.
Jeez. That's crazy.
It's a really big deal. So I don't know.
So,
it can really like end up with you on a ventilator. So it's just.
So due to the recent outbreaks, what do you think we can do, to kind of stop the spread of this? What do you think? I mean, I personally think we could keep drinking, all drink clean water. Bottled water is nice.
Bottled
We don't
water.
wash our food.
Bottled water is a smart move because the water supply is easy for this bacteria to infect and transmits via that pathway.
Now here's
healthy food.
here's the kicker right here. Now everybody watching, realize this: wash your hands, wash them good.
What?
Wow.
Scrub a dub.
Man, I agree with that completely. I've come across many people on today's society that just completely ignore the whole idea of just washing their hands, and it's just completely disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I wash my hands like once a month. Right? Yeah, that's how often you normally do it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. In the aversion of a pandemic, there's a lot of different varices that you can employ, like including but not limited to the administration of drugs nasally, because like if you think about it, the mucous membranes of the nasal cavity are extremely porous to infections and viruses, bacteria, like you know what I'm talking about, like
Yeah, I completely understand.
like so basically, like if you like administer drugs through
I'm
the
following
nose
you here.
as opposed to orally, people's nasal mucous membranes will become less developed.
Yeah.
And so actually that will give them the ability to intake fewer germs through their nose. So we can do this through lots of means. Like we administer painkillers to the nose, such as cocaine, including but not limited to acetaminophen. Basically a variable rate of all three.
I see what you're saying. It's a smart idea.
Well, it's like all 7 subcompartments are like parts of the theory, but like you have to take into account that that's like not part of the whole problem. And like to avoid a pandemic, you have to take measures, you have to put things in place. And the trouble a lot of the time is with the politicians, and it can be really hard to push these things through. And so what we really need to do, guys, you guys can support us on Patreon, and you can help us out. So just a small donation,
Yeah.
you'll get an exclusive membership to exclusive content for the show. You'll get Med Talks Plus. You'll get a mug. You'll get an apron. What else are we giving them these days, man?
We got shirts. Your own robes, your own bathrobes.
Bruh. Oh, I forgot about the bathrobes.
Yeah.
We also have
anyways,
beach towels.
Anyways, support the cause, guys, because it's really important that a variable amount of this stuff does not get into the general populace. Because if that happens, it's just gonna be like, you ever read On Rant? You ever read Anthem?
Yeah.
This is where everyone's like one big collective.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you overdo this government intervention.
You hear what he's saying? Come together, guys.
And the level of, like, if you think about it in terms of checks and balances, it's a variable rate. Just like these knobs on this mixer, it's like the same type of.
Yeah, you're just saying, guys, it's crazy.
It's a tapering effect. So we can flatten that curve by eliminating Pseudomonas.
By eliminating it.
Yeah, that's going to be necessary
basically, if we don't do that, and then we're just